Hey, middle school youth group, Justin McFarland here. As you can see, I'm in Davis's room, and it's apparent that he and I are pretty big Bills fans. This is my Jim Kelly jersey. The reason we're doing that is last week Teresa Richardson had the idea that tomorrow, Wednesday the 22nd at 3:30 at our Zoom conference, all the students would wear some of their favorite hobbies or sports teams or just different gear up, swag out, and the things that you enjoy in life. And one of the things I'm passionate about is the Buffalo Bills. I've always loved the Bills. This is my Jim Kelly jersey right here. And Stephanie joked when I wanted to make this Davis's room like this, that this was really my dream when I was a 10-year-old boy, and that's probably true. When I was in 4th grade, I think I wore Bills clothes for like 60 days straight. So yeah, that included going to a wedding, by the way. So here's a whole bunch of Davis's jerseys that he's got. Like, he's got a whole collection. He would love to just wear Bills stuff. This fat head right up here is Sammy Watkins. It was a really sad day in the McFarland household when Watkins got traded to the Rams. I think Davis literally cried. And so we ended up replacing him last year with Josh Allen. We're going to see today, as we look at Mark 1, that the passions, the hobbies that we have in our life can be used in an awesome way for God's purpose. So let's check this out. I love to fish, and this right here is the best fishing hole in my backyard. I love fishing here. Normally, I would have my 38 horsepower boat motor on the back of my kayak, but you know what? With the governor's orders, I'm not going to be doing that today. But I still have some hopes that I'll be catching some fish to put in my net here. Hasn't happened yet, but I'm hopeful. Anyhow, I thought I would use this time to talk about my passion for fishing, to talk about Mark 1:16 through 20, because Jesus calls his disciples to stop being just fishermen. He says, "Come and follow me, and I will make you fishers of men." See, many of the disciples Jesus called were just ordinary fishermen. They weren't well schooled. They were just common people, and they had a common job that was fishing. You would think that if a rabbi, someone like Jesus, was going to call someone, he would use like prestigious people with lots of intelligence. But Jesus just used ordinary, common people and who are fishermen. He said, "Come and follow me." But what he says that's interesting is he says, "I want to make you fishers of men." What does that mean? Oh, look, I got a bite. Oh, it's coming. Oh, look at this. I caught a man. Look, I caught a man, or at least a young man. What Jesus means when he says, "I will make you fishers of men," is he's saying, I'm going to take the thing that you ordinarily do, you're fishermen, and I'm going to teach you to catch people, to help people come and follow me. And so I want you to read Mark 1:16 through 20 and see this call that Jesus gives on his disciples to be fishers of men. But I want you to read from verses 21 through 45, and I want you to notice and ask, what type of life is Jesus calling his disciples into? Who is Jesus? What are the disciples? Who are the disciples supposed to follow? And then, as they go and tell other people to follow Jesus, who are the disciples telling their friends to follow? Now, as we are thinking about your favorite sports and hobbies and interests, I want you to notice who's in your kind of sphere of influence. Who's your friends that you have the opportunity to tell about Jesus? Maybe you're not a fisherman, but you have some hobbies. Maybe you're on a dance team or a baseball team. Maybe you're in music of some sort. It could be a lot of different things, but you have some friends that you are connected to that you can tell about Jesus. And that's what Mark 1 is calling us to, is this disciple-making way of life where we take our love for Jesus and we share it with those around us. We're going to be talking about that tomorrow on Wednesday. Thanks, guys. We'll see you then.